guys, it's Thomasina and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, thanks for tuning in. Today's content is a little bit different from my normal model life, but if you don't know, I'm really big into scents, whether they be colognes, perfumes, candles. Most of the scents that I really like tend to be on the higher end of the price spectrum, so I did a little digging, did some research, talked to some of the TikTok girlies to figure out how I could smell luxurious and feminine, but on a budget. And in today's video, I wanted to do a very honest review of a couple of perfumes I picked up from Dossier. And if you guys are not familiar, Dossier is a vegan fragrance brand that prides itself on affordability and transparency. You've probably seen many reviews going viral on YouTube Shorts and TikTok because they've become very popular for their replicas of high-end, more luxury fragrances. For example, YSL's Black Opium could retail to $150 to $200 depending on the size of the fragrance, whereas you can get a YSL Opium dupe from Dossier for a fraction of the cost. And I want to preface this by saying this is not a paid advertisement. I spent my own hard-earned money on these fragrances, and so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There is literally nothing stopping me from giving you my very honest and transparent opinion. So let's jump right into it. So I ordered 3 fragrances. They all came individually packaged, which I loved. So this one is the Woody Sandalwood fragrance. I love the packaging. So although I absolutely love all fragrances, I'm not the most knowledgeable on the different types of notes in each scent. So I love the fact that Dossier includes each note on the fragrance labels. If you guys can see that right there at the top, it tells you the notes in each fragrance. Each fragrance also comes with kind of like an information card, so it tells you the concentration and it also tells you which scent this one is inspired by. So again, this is the Woody Sandalwood and it is inspired by Le Labo Santal 33. And I'll be honest, this is probably the favorite out of the 3 that I got. It is the strongest, it lasts the longest, and it smells the most similar to the fragrance that it's inspired by. So if you are a Le Labo 33 fan, you're gonna love this one. And one thing that kind of turns me off from the more affordable fragrance brands is that the concentrate is lower and it doesn't last as long. And I will say, this will not last all day, but it definitely lasts longer than the other 2 scents that I got, so I'm happy about that. And just a side note, my mom loved the Woody Sandalwood scent so much from Dossier that my dad actually bought her the original Le Labo Santal 33 scent instead of just going with the cheaper version because, again, my parents just like authenticity and they like to buy like the real expensive stuff. But anyways, yeah, they love the scent so much that they went and bought the actual one. So I think that's just a testament to how exact Dossier's fragrances are. But again, if you want something that's going to be stronger and longer lasting, then just go for the real thing. I got Dossier's Woody Sandalwood for $49 and the actual Le Labo Santal 33 retails for about $230 for the same size. Definitely way more affordable, so kudos to you, Dossier, for the affordability. So all in all, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. The only downside is that it just does not last as long. Next, we have the Ambery Saffron. And if I'm being honest with you, this Ambery Saffron was the entire reason why I went shopping at Dossier in the first place. Everyone knows the Baccarat Rouge 540 is like all the girlies' favorite scent. I got a chance to try it and I'd never been more complimented on the way that I smell than when I wore that perfume. So I was like, I need this perfume. I need it. But I didn't want to pay for it myself, but I was willing to pay for something that was similar and more affordable. So I wanted to try the Ambery Saffron, and all the girlies said that it smells exactly like the Baccarat Rouge. It's almost there. It's almost there. They tried. They really did. They tried. You can definitely tell it's a replica of Baccarat, but I would say this has strong notes of alcohol. Like, it smells strongly of alcohol, which takes away from the overall scent of the fragrance. But it's still very sweet similar to baccarat. And if we're being honest, this particular scent lasts for like 0.2 seconds. As soon as it came in the mail, I was so excited to get it because again, I just love this scent. Put it on, within an hour, like you couldn't smell it anymore. I want my fragrance to be so strong that when I walk by people, they like, there's a double take, you know? I want to be complimented. That's the whole point of why I'm wearing it. I want people to compliment me on the way that I smell. And although this smells good, it lasts for like 0.2 seconds. So yeah, the pros of this one is that it does smell very similar to the Baccarat Rouge 540. So if you are a fan of that scent, this is going to be the scent for you. However, downside, there is a strong alcohol undertone to it and it's very apparent, and this one just does not last as long. So I was very disappointed when I got it and learned those things about it because I thought this was going to be my #1 scent, but I think I may just have to bite the bullet and pay for the real thing. So the Ambery Saffron, which is a replica of Maison France's Baccarat Rouge 540, sales on Dossier for $49, and the actual Maison France's Baccarat Rouge retails for about $230 for an even smaller size than this. Lastly, we have the Floral Lavender. Floral Lavender by Dossier is inspired by YSL's Libre. This one was my least favorite scent, and I'm actually going to be returning it after this video. And it is not any issue with Dossier, it is just the scent itself. It feels like it's giving grandma. Sorry if that's your scent, anyone who's watching this, I'm sorry, but just for me, it just feels like it's a little too mature for my taste. This scent smells way stronger than the other two, and it lasts just as long as the woody sandalwood. So if you like the YSL Libre scent, I would recommend getting this one from Dossier because it smells just as similar. I personally just don't like the scent regardless of what brand it's coming from. This one was only $29 on Dossier versus the retail of YSL's Libre, which is around $109 retail for the same size. So again, super affordable. Shout out to Dossier for making smelling good more affordable. But unfortunately, this will be going back. This will be going back. So all in all, I was able to get 3 perfumes for a total of like $123, whereas if I bought the real versions, it would have been over $500, over $600 actually. So I definitely applaud Dossier for its affordability. Would I buy it again? They smell great, but they just don't last as long as I need them to. And then you get like this small little bottle will last me like a month because I have to keep reapplying it and reapplying it, and that is just not worth the affordability to me. I would much rather buy the more expensive perfume, use 2 squirts of it, and like be smelling like a freaking Egyptian goddess for the entire day without worrying about reapplying. So for my personal opinion, I think you would probably spend more money at Dossier because you would have to buy more bottles because they don't last long. You know, you would end up using more of it, whereas my mom and my dad, they always buy like the real authentic fragrances, and they've had bottles probably for longer than I've been alive because they are, you know, they last longer. I really think this is just a brand that you're gonna have to try on your own, but if you are someone who wants something that's gonna be stronger and last all day, then you might as well just go for the real thing and not utilize Dossier. But if you're really just trying to keep more money in your pockets, I am sure that there are other scents on Dossier that last a little bit longer and have a higher concentrations than the 3 fragrances that I've chosen. So before you go out and spend your money, I hope you guys made it all the way through this review, and I hope you found it helpful and a little bit more insightful. I know when I was looking for reviews for Dossier, they were all paid advertisements, and so I wanted to give my viewers something more authentic and honest and truthful. So I hope you guys found it helpful, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye! 'Cause I'm not just a pretty girl, I'm more